I did that interview with the author of Read Over Healer.
Do you know Read Over Healer?
Do you know Read Over Healer?
Is that like, it sounds like an isekai.
That's my guilty
It's
pleasure.
almost an isekai.
It's almost.
But you like that show?
It's kind of
You know,
a guilty
what
No,
terrible
it's
experience
shit.
I did have? I had so I had just finished watching, I think, Konosuba and ReZero, I think it was. I watched those two.
Yeah.
They're good shows.
And someone told me, I think Goblin Slayer was also sort of like similar because they had like adventures in a party, right?
Yeah.
Because like Konosuba had like, you know, the mage, you know, stuff like that.
The
And they're like,
happy-go-lucky
yeah,
stuff,
it's
yeah.
also like that. And I started watching the first episode.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is Aqua. This is like, you know, because they had the whole party.
Yeah.
And then it was not like that. This was not the show I thought it was. I thought it was like that. They have like a little adventuring party. They're gonna go on adventures, and because I had just come from those two other
Konosuba
animes that were
was
totally different, and I did not watch another episode of that.
All right, we're about to taint Saikuno's mind right now.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain Read Over Healer?
Okay, so
This is not hentai, by the way.
Yeah.
And this is the guy with the best taste in anime out of you three.
Absolutely.
He's seen the
And
most.
he thinks this is a good anime.
No. This is definitely not a good anime.
It's a guilty
Well,
pleasure.
why are you telling me
It's a
me?
guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
it's disgusting.
So Read
It's
Over
vile.
Healer, it starts off. The main character is the healer in the party. All right, and it's like a standard party. You got your, you got your sword.
I mean, that's interesting because usually you'd think the main character is like the warrior or something.
Yeah, like the
Yeah,
hero,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Usually. So there's
Guy
the
with the
hero,
sword.
there's
Yeah.
the mage, there's the tank, and then the main character is the healer. But
Right.
this party treats this healer like absolute shit. Like they basically treat him like a slave.
Just like in real video games.
Just like in real video games, the healer is the slave, right?
Yeah.
And so it's the anime starts off and they're fighting the final boss.
Yeah.
All right, the demon lord or whatever. And they get to it and it's a really like tough battle, so much so to the point where basically the party gets pretty much wiped out. Right?
Is it like Sword Art when you die in real life?
No. This is just like a standard fantasy world.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like they
Oh,
just
so they just regular die.
they just regular.
I thought it was a video game.
Yeah, no, they straight up die.
Okay.
So they basically they're on the they have like maybe 1 HP left and they're like, healer man, please help us out. You know,
Okay.
even though we treated you like shit. And then the healer's like, now's my time for revenge. And basically what he does.
so the main character becomes a bad guy.
Yeah.
He basically
just
becomes
lets
like an
them die.
antagonist, right? Because it's like, you've treated me like shit this whole time,
Yeah.
and now you're begging for me to heal you, but I'm not going to do that. I've trained up my healing power so much so to the point where I've become ultra powerful, basically. And so what he does is he basically kills his party and then kills the demon lord, gains his power, and learns the ability to basically go back in time, but he regains his memories.
Okay.
So what he does is because he's regained his memories, he basically goes on a quest to basically relive his life with that party that treated him like shit. But now he's going to try and do the most like horrendous shit to them as like payback.
It's some like weird, sick power fantasy
But he already
show.
killed them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's gonna kill them again.
kill them
and,
again?
kind of like
But
make
torture
it.
them.
Yeah,
Well, because
torture
they
them.
did some
Okay.
very disturbing things to him.
Yeah.
So this is one of those, like those dark. What's the name for that genre?
Dark fantasy.
The ones where it's like an evil like kind of thing, and a lot of people die.
Maybe dark fantasy.
Maybe dark fantasy.
It's more.
horror.
This one's more of like
Oh,
one.
like Lost in the Made in the Abyss.
Oh, it's definitely.
Oh, like a dark fantasy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
It is
I don't
very
know. I don't know the name of
Two
the
very
genre.
different shows.
So that one was good. I liked Made in the Abyss. That one was good.
Yeah,
Made
Made
in
in
Abyss
Abyss
is-
is great.
Made in Abyss is a great show.
And that is like objectively a great show.
Yeah.
But
They're
like,
not evil, but it's like it's dark, right?
it's
Like,
very dark. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
'cause
Or Promise Neverland, also some
Yeah.
would say.
Yeah.
Similar.
this one feels more not so much a good story, more like an incel's like rambling.
Wait, where did the incel part come from?
There's,
All this,
It's like big incel vibes.
Yeah, there
yeah.
is a lot
Of R word.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
What type of anime is this? This is a
Standard
crazy
anime.
question. Is this is not on Crunchyroll?
I think
it is on
It
High
was.
Dive.
It was on High Dive.
It's
yeah.
on High
What
Dive.
is High Dive?
It's another streaming platform.
Yeah.
There's too many streaming platforms.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
I mean, that's
Like
just the modern
I like the
problem.
one. There's like Peacock now. There's a show I wanted to watch.
no one
There's like
watches
so
Peacock.
no one uses.
No one
it.
uses
Yeah.
Peacock.
Fuck is
I didn't even.
Peacock?
I've never even.
I
heard
don't
of it.
know.
I think it's
Star
owned by
was telling me about a
ABC.
show. Yeah, he was telling me the show is good.
Yeah.
The second I saw it was on Peacock, I was like, I'm never watching it. Sorry, but I just
like,
don't know what to say.
Yeah, because all the good TV shows are on like different platforms. There was Severance that was only on Apple.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, it's on
shit.
too many places.
And it's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? I
places.
ain't got anything Apple to. How am I going to watch this?
Oh, you don't use Apple like anything.
Nothing Apple.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a California boy like you.
Well, I actually used to not use Apple,
Oh, okay.
but my family would get mad at me because the text messages were green. I think
That's the thing that
craziest
What?
thing
You got
I don't know what
bullied
the
by your
difference is.
family?
I don't know what the difference is. It's just a different color. The words are the same words.
That's crazy.
I don't know what changes when
I
it's
feel like
blue.
most people I
think-
met in California all had like Apple everything.
it's actually like a lot of America. It actually surprised me the percentage of people that use Apple in America versus the rest of the world. Because hearing about the blue bubble, green bubble controversy.
I don't even know what the
we-
difference is. The
first of
words
all,
are the same.
I think the green one is they have to like pay per text. or
No.
No. It's blue is for iPhone.
Yeah.
Oh, blue
So
is
when
iPhone.
iPhone
just
texts an
means you
iPhone,
have
it's
an
blue.
iPhone.
Yeah. So you can send bigger files, you can send video files as you text.
Yeah.
But they basically can I call it class segregation? Where they're all like, the filthy fucking Samsung user, you are a fucking green
Yeah,
bubble.
filthy green bubble.
yeah, that's what my family did to me, and they're like, "Please get it so our family group chat is no longer green."
That's so
I'm
dumb.
like,
I don't want to be judged at work.
I don't know what the difference is. I mean,
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it's basically like a soft way for Apple to make sure that if everyone is on like one kind of system, then it pressures other people to join that system.
speaking
as
of
well.
things, there's a lot of there's no Teslas here. Is there?
There is very
I
little.
have not seen a
very,
single
very
one.
little.
I
guess
think
you're in
I think that-
California,
I think,
so it's
yeah,
Tesla.
California and even Las Vegas, they're everywhere.
I think the
Everywhere.
reason is because like there aren't that many like charging stations in Japan, and also a lot of the streets are just too narrow to drive Teslas down.
Also,
Also
Japan
the speed limit.
Japan produces like the most cars in the world, and Toyota runs everything here, and Nissan.
Yeah,
So-
Toyota, Suzuki, Honda.
They own it all.
Yeah.
So they're like, we don't want no,
Yeah.
because if you have a foreign car here, it's like a seen as like a luxury car. So if
like
you drive like a BMW
Mercedes
or
or
a
something, yeah.
Mercedes is like the
Yeah.
If you have a Mercedes in Japan, they
They're
fucking
like, "Oh,
love
Benz."
it.
Yeah.
They
I
love
saw
the
an
Mercedes.
initial D is where I saw it.
Yeah.
And they're like the Benz.
Yeah, dude.
Is that crazy? Like, I feel like where we live, we see them a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Because in like the UK, there was never this like. Obviously, Mercedes was still a great brand, but like it's nowhere
it's
near
a
like
luxury
revered
car.
as
Yeah,
much
it's
as
not
it
like,
is here.
They're not like, oh, the Benz.
Yeah, they're like, oh,
what is that?
Mercedes or Benz.
Yeah, you're not going to be in LA and be like, "Whoa, he's got a Toyota."
Yeah.
bro. Like, step back.
Yeah, I mean, even the car that Ludwig bought for himself was a little Japanese car, wasn't it? It's one of-
Cute. It's funny.
Yeah.
But that's considered more luxury in the States, I feel, is because it's an old Japanese car.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's like the prime.
Yeah, that's
time.
like an 80s car.
Yeah, it's like a
you know?
vintage car.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
quirky.
Yeah, it's
It's
quirky.
different.
Yeah.
very quirky.